This is Photizo.
Hello friends, my name is Taiwo Lemoshe. I want to welcome you to Photizo. It's a platform where I share God's word to edify, to encourage, and to strengthen people. In the last few weeks, we've been talking about principles for living, and I believe that those words that we've heard have actually have an impact in your life, and then you are beginning to live according to principles. Like we've also said, that principles actually makes life predictable. It is predictable, so it's good that we learn to live by principles. And the book of God's law is also called the book of principles. That means it should not depart from your mouth. You must meditate in it both day and night to observe, to do according to what is written. Then you will make your way prosperous and you will have good success. So we have looked at different kinds of principles that we should be able to adopt into our life as we live daily. But today on this episode, I'm going to be talking about another important principle, which I call the principle of appreciation. You see, one of the things we must learn to do as believers is to learn to appreciate God, for what we have and for where we are at different particular point in our lives. Many times what the devil does is to make us think that everything is not working for us. And then we focus on all the things that are not working to the exclusion of the many things that are working in our lives. The truth of the matter is, yes, I believe that. I know that some things are not working the way they should work for you. However, there are many things that are still working for you. There was a statement that Bishop David said many years ago. He said, you must be grateful that, you lost something, but be thankful to God that you did not lose everything. You might have lost a job, but you didn't lose your life. And as long as you are alive and you are still living, there are opportunities of jobs that will still come your way. So you might have lost something. Things may have happened to you, but God is the reason why you have not lost everything. And that is why you must be intentional in showing appreciation to God or to people for what you have and where you are right now. Many of us are in the habit of disdaining what we have and where we are today. And you see, whatever you disdain does not appreciate. It is whatever you does not, appreciate in your hand. It is whatever you are appreciative of that appreciates in your hands. So Jesus taught us the principle when needed to feed 5,000 people, 5,000 men aside from women and children with, food. And the Bible says that they brought 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. And one of the things they said is that what is this among so many? In other words, the people that brought the 5 loaves of bread to Jesus and just told Jesus, there's a lad here with this food, they disdained it because in the natural, there's no way in the natural, that five loaves of bread and 2 fishes can feed 10 people, not talk of 5,000 men, aside from women and children. I know in those days, they would have children, they have many wives, so you are talking conservatively over 20,000 people. So how would 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, cater to, about 20,000 people? In the natural, we all know that it is not possible. But then Jesus taught us a principle. The first thing we did was to look up to heaven and then he gave thanks. And then we saw how the food multiplied and 12 baskets were remaining. That is the principle of life that we must all adopt. You see, I know that with the economic challenges all around you, where you live, whether, whichever clime you live, whether in Africa, in Europe, in America, wherever you live, we know the difficulties of what is happening. And we know that your salary may not really be so much. Do you understand? But the moment you disdain it, you reduce the capacity of God to bring multiplication into your life. So I know your salary is not big, but you know what? That the fact that you have a place to resume to every day is a thanksgiving point. That you have a place you can call a business. It might be selling biscuits, it might be selling water, it might be selling firewood, but you have something that you can be doing, that you wake up to and you are doing something, you are productive. You must be grateful and be appreciative. The moment you begin to say, what is this? What is this? And you commonize and you disdain what you have, it will not produce for you. The same thing, you see, sometimes, everybody wants to live where they are to a place that looks better. You want to leave Africa for Europe, for America. And those who are America want to leave America for Europe. Those who are Europe want to leave Europe for America. Everybody is hearing that, it's better here. Everybody desires to move. But unfortunately, not everybody would have the opportunity to move. So wherever you are, no matter the situation, rather than disdain where you are, we know that things may not be happening according to your expectation where you are, but rather than disdain where you are and curse where you are. Be appreciative of where you are. That is how the increase of God can meet you where you are. It says, let the people praise thee. Psalm 67, let the people praise thee. Then the earth will respond in yielding an increase. So you will see that once you learn to appreciate God and celebrate God for the country that you are living, even though we know that the country is going through economic challenges, don't curse your place where you are, the land where you are located. Things may be happening negatively. Don't curse, don't disdain. Rather, bless God for where you are right now on the way to where you are going. And you will see the miracle power of God, ensuring that you are divinely sustained, even in the midst of the chaos, even in the midst of the challenges in the place where you are. Don't join people to say, this place is cursed, this place, nothing good happens here, nothing good happens here, and then you are speaking negative. The moment you begin to speak negative about the place where you are, the truth of the matter is that place cannot produce for you. The same thing where you work. Yeah, it might not be the best of places. It might not be sometimes you work in a place, when you got that employment, you are very happy. Oh, this is a good place to work. Then after 6 months, you become disgruntled, because you have seen somewhere better, whether they pay better, the benefits are better, the things that come with their stuff is better than where you are. And you begin to disdain where you are. You begin to curse where you are. The more you curse where you are, the more you disdain where you are, the more unproductive that place will be for you. And don't think that, I can just change and I can just send my CV and just change somewhere better. No, never ever curse where you are. Never ever disdain where you are. Whether work, whether, country, whether, what you have. Never ever. What you curse will never produce for you. And somebody may say, well, I don't curse, so I don't say no. But in your heart, what goes on in your heart? When you enter that office every Monday or any day you enter, what happens in your heart? Your heart feels that, I've entered the trap. Do you understand? This is not the best place to be in. You see, it's okay to be dissatisfied within, in the context of you looking for something better, in the context of you desiring something better, in the context of you aiming for something better. It's different from you being so disgruntled as to say that, well, let's just go there. That place is hell. That place is this. That place is cause. That place is this. You will find that, unfortunately for you, the moment you begin to do that, you are disdaining the power of God to bring blessing to you. Remember this, your location, your job, and all those things, they are not your source. God is primarily your source. But all those things are just channels through which God can reach you. And God can determine to reach you through any channel as that we speak right now. So be grateful for the channels that God has extended to you right now on the way to where you are going. So it might not be the best place to work in, but be grateful. Bless God for that organization. Pray for that organization. Pray for your employers, even though they spitefully use you. Pray for them. Give your best. Do you understand? Give your best. Do the best that you can do. Let God see your faithfulness and let God be the one to say, you know what? This person has been faithful, has been faithfully serving in this place, even though the employers have been unfaithful in their own terms of agreement and all that. But let it be clear before God that you did not do anything wrong, and let God be the one that when I say, you know what? Your time is spent here. Let me take you to somewhere higher. Not by you cursing. You don't improve by cursing where you are right now. No. Bless the place. Bless the country. Pray for the country that God has put you in at this moment. And you find that if you desire to move somewhere else, God will facilitate it because you are appreciative of where you are right now. So never form the habit of disdaining or cursing where you are right now. Either it could be work related, it could be business related, it could be, location related. Whatever you have right now, be grateful. Look at what God has given you today and say, Lord, I thank you. Some of us are so bad. Even when it comes to family life, you look at your wife and say, what thing is this? How did I make this mistake? No. Some of you look at your husband. What kind of husband is this? My friend's husband just bought a Range Rover. My husband has not even bought me a Volkswagen, and you are like disdaining your husband. No, don't disdain. Oh, this person's wife, you see, she has given birth to 5 children. My own has not even given me 1 child. Don't disdain what you have. Be appreciative. Celebrate God. Pray for what you have. The kind of husband you have. It might not be the best yet. It might not be the best wife yet. But be grateful. Don't look at other people's children and say, oh, look at those children. Those are proper children. Look at my own. Look at what they have become. No. Appreciate God. Never disdain what you have. Do you understand? Never curse what you have. That is how God will see what you have right now, and God will improve and God will increase what you have. God will change that man, God will change that woman, God will change those children to become what you want them to be. As much as we are desirous of what, many times what other people have looks good in our eyes, looks interesting, looks alluring, except those people will sit you down and tell you what they also have as issues in their lives. So those countries that you're looking at, oh, that country better than my country. When you get there, you will now notice that, it's not always greener on the other side. It's not always greener. So, oh, that job, I remember there was a time when I was in telecoms, I was working in a particular telecoms company. I'm not going to mention names for obvious reasons. I was working in the telecoms company and I was actually doing well, But then another telecoms company launched, after this company launched, and they were poaching people from where I was, and then each person that they poached, they increased their salary like 3 times, paid them well, and it was like, everybody went to move there. And I did everything possible, submitted my CV, did everything possible, called some of my friends that had moved there, gave them my CV to help me, and they never called me. Nobody called me, nothing. And I was like, why, God, others are moving easily to this place. Why can't I also move? And then my yearly salary is tripled. Do you understand? But at last, 1 year after, they began to sack most of those guys and they dropped their salary. So what they did was to just entice them into their own organization with high, mouth-watering pay. And the many of them entered, and then many of them regretted making those moves. So sometimes it looks good on the other side, on the face value, because of what you are seeing from afar. That lady that you see driving that latest ride, you see her driving, but if you check what is going on within her, you will know that she's not happy inside. They are just using those things as a bubble. That man who you think that his wife is the best, has given 5 children and all that, and your wife is not giving you children yet, you'll be shocked if you sit down with that man to tell you the miseries he's going through with that woman, only for you to now see that, even though my wife has not given birth, you know what? She has given me peace of mind and rest. And you now be looking and say, oh, Father, thank you for the kind of wife that I have. Do you understand? So you must learn the principle of appreciating God for what you have, where you are right now, because that is the secret of increase of, from where you are to the place that you desire to be. You cannot curse your way into your next level. You can only appreciate your way into the next level. So begin to consciously thank God for what you have, for where you are, and the way to where you are going. I believe this has blessed you. I look forward to having you the final episode of Principles for Living next week by God's grace. My name is Lemoshe. God has blessed you.